All right, we should be live. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's a little dark in here. Give me 1 second. Now it's too bright. Okay, we should be good now. What's up? First in the house is Stang 2007. How you doing? How's the fam? How's the little one? Let's see. Am I censoring the penguin on the thumbnail? I am not. I just decided to change it up a bit just because we've been doing so much Linux, and just having the penguin next to the Mint logo was, getting a little tired. So I put 2 of them and made a little coconut bikini thingy for him, or it. I don't know if there's a gender to the penguin. What's up, Chakulita Prepper? What up, Kale? We got Chris from Coalition Gaming in the house. A1 Slicky, still waiting for the new LAN video. Cry. Yeah, I know. Thank you for pressing me continuously on it. It is still, I can't even say it's in the works, but it is in the forefront of my mind. Like I said previously, I got some videos I got to get through just because of sponsorship commitments. But I'm thinking for sure March. For sure March, which lines up with about 3 months after LAN happened. So don't worry, it'll come out. And then when it comes out, you have to wait a long time till the next one. So, the longer it takes to come out, the closer it will be to the next one that releases on a timely manner. But yeah, what up, giant robots? We got heavy metal technology in the house. What's everyone playing at the moment? I am playing Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the little time I have right now. I am enjoying it though. It's probably one of the only games that really focuses on bow and arrow combat. Plus, beautiful open world game. I like it a lot. Hey y'all, guess who had a burst appendix and COVID-19 and just got home? You got COVID-19 in 2026? Better than COVID 26, right? Now that was fun, but hospital food isn't that bad. Who says hospital food is bad? I like hospital food. So we go to the hospital a decent amount for like appointments or checkups for the girls, or we're like nearby a hospital. And I like the hospital cafeteria food at least. And I think the food that they send up to the rooms is like the similar stuff they also serve in the cafeteria. Hospital food is actually very affordable, like compared to eating out. Like whenever we like have an appointment for the girls in the hospital, we make it a point to eat at the hospital because the food's pretty good and it's like reasonably priced. But yeah, I agree with you. Hospital food is not just that it's not bad. It's actually pretty good, at least around us. I am sure there are some hospitals that have pretty low Google ratings and Yelp ratings and stuff with bad food, but we've been fortunate enough to have hospitals with good food. Good morning from Indonesia, y'all, says, I cannot read this name. Hafid Zulisna Korul Hakim 3220. I just butchered that. But hello from the United States. What time is it even in Indonesia right now? Time in Indonesia is, it's 8 a.m. So yeah, it is actually like the prime morning time for you. Hello. Heavy Metal Tech is about to beat Cyberpunk for the first time. One thing about the Cyberpunk ending that I wish they would have done is have like a continual mode. This isn't a spoiler because I'm not spoiling the story. But I wish they would have, because, yeah, I don't want to say anything about the story to quote unquote spoil it. But like, I wish they had a after you beat the game mode where you can free roam and do whatever the heck you want and continue leveling your character and all of that. In the base story, because I haven't played Phantom Liberty, so I don't know how that all works out. But in the base story, once you beat it, if you want to keep playing the game, you gotta go back to your last save state. So like all the work that you did to beat the game is undone Whereas there's a number of games out there where when you beat the main story, it just lets you continue doing the free roam mode, doing whatever. I wish Cyberpunk had done that. And I haven't played Phantom Liberty, so I don't know how that all weaves into Cyberpunk, but New Giant Robot says, beware of the itis of February, but that's good. You're home at least and hopefully feeling a bit better. Yes. Glad to have you here for more Linux Mint. I wasn't late last time. I have never been later than, like, the clock for me has always read 5 p.m. It has never reached 5:01 p.m. And then I started to stream. I don't think. At least within the last couple of years. I've been pretty good about starting on time, unless I've stated otherwise I was starting late. But yeah. Playing some Battlefield 6, says A1 Slicky. First time catching me live, says Unbiased PLC. Hello from Northern Ireland. Hello, what time is it in Ireland? It is 1 a.m. in Ireland. What? Don't you gotta go to sleep for work or school or something? But I'm glad you're able to catch me live. This is a horrible time zone difference for you, because I always start past midnight. But maybe you work a different shift, or go to night classes or something that allows you to stay up and sleep during the day. Catchy is the best distro, in my opinion. Multiple people have mentioned Catchy. Blazingly fast, built on Arch. When people say Arch, is it Arch or Arc? I think it's Arch, right? But when people say Arch Linux, is there just a... Okay, so there is just an Arch... wait, go back. Flexible... It is its own distro. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like the underlying, not kernel, but you know what I'm talking about. Like one that things build off of. But it is its own. But I have heard a lot of people in the chat recommend and mention Catchy. So maybe I feel like as much as people say Arch Linux is more difficult for beginners, it might be fun to run into all the difficulties that comes with it. So maybe we do that next, because I feel like Bazite and Zorin and all the other ones are gonna be kind of tame. Hello, I love what GPU are you guys rocking vid. It's so cool to see the variety of GPUs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love doing those interviews. I hope they don't get repetitive, because like every YouTube short or every interview that I do in those, it's a unique individual. So even though the hardware might be the same from like person to person, the responses that they give, the person on the screen, etc., it's always different. So it's always unique conversation. So I love doing that. Unfortunately, I can't do it too often, just because I don't go to a ton of conventions. But I try to do it at least every year. What's up, Noel Framed? First time catching me live as well. Oh, there's a decent amount of people catching me live for the first time tonight, huh? So this is Life of Shax. It's 1 a.m. here, so I usually don't... Is 1 a.m. where you're at too? Where are you from? What countries all share the same time zone as Ireland? Because the other person was also 1 a.m. What's up, Jensen? Me and my friends have been on the Minecraft grind. Has Minecraft had any major patches as of late? Or is it just like mods and stuff that's keeping the game fresh? I gotta be honest, and I've stated this multiple times before, I never got into Minecraft. I have Minecraft. Like, the official version. I think it's called... Wait, is it the Java version, I think. That's the better one than Bedrock, right? The first one. The original one that came out. I got that. We've played it at LANs prior to me starting the YouTube channel and like starting the LAN Party Story series. So I've played Minecraft before, but I never really got into it. Even playing with my friends. I don't know. Something about the big voxel graphics I do not like. Like, when we talk about voxel graphics, I will never forget Cube World, which is kind of like on life support right now. But like the voxel graphics in something like Cube World is definitely my preference if we're gonna play voxel games. It's a lot more finer, you know what I'm saying? Higher resolution voxel. Whereas Minecraft, like each cube is so much bigger, and I don't know. This is much more charming graphics to me, and I wish there were more voxel-based games like this that don't suck. But I'm still holding out. But yeah, never got into Minecraft. But you're on the grind right now, and a lot of people do play Minecraft. And I get it. It's just one of those things that even playing from the beginning when it launched, I never got into. Star Citizen. You know what? I played the demo of Star Citizen way back in like 2016. Kind of crazy how it's a decade later, and the game is definitely like has a lot more going on in it. And I actually think that I don't think Star Citizen is a scam. I think people can potentially waste a ton of money on it, but like for the amount of money that you could spend, what is the cheapest plan? What is the cheapest Star Citizen game package? It's like the normal price of a game, right? $45. I feel like you can get many hours of enjoyment out of Star Citizen for $45. Now, that is opposite to Ashes of Creation, which recently went under. It imploded on itself and is an MMORPG, which is my favorite genre of PC games. This was a game that everyone was hyping up to be the next WoW killer, the next biggest MMO of all time, like blah, blah, blah. And it just recently basically died. This is an actual scam. Star Citizen, as much as people call it a scam, based on what I've seen, gameplay footage, I've watched some live streamers play it for a bit. It looks, I mean, they are still working on it. Sure, they've sucked up a ton of money from the community and the player base with like super expensive ships and all that stuff that you can buy after the fact. But I don't think it is a scam because it is actively being developed and have been improving and has like, you know, things you can do in it. Anyways, sorry. When people mention certain games or keywords or buzzwords, I enjoy talking about it before we start getting to like the PC hardware stuff. Oh man. Okay, you guys are typing way faster than I can keep up with the messages. I'm gonna have to go through this. Watching you mess around with Linux gave me the itch to mess around again. Got hung up on WoW last time I was using it, but landed on Mint. So everything just worked, no hassles. Yeah, I still need to install WoW on it because someone told me it was very difficult to do. Maybe we do that today if I can get the overlay stuff to work. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Hospital for us is amazing. 5 stars. You can get a burger and fries. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. For us, it's a little bit more expensive because it's Seattle, but it's more like $8 to $9, which is still super cheap for like a full meal and a drink. Okay. What up? You're gonna quickly say hi to people. I've been playing Arc Raiders on Linux. Fedora runs great. Oh yeah, I also Arc Raiders finished installing. I didn't get to play it last time, but we can see if it works today on Mint. What up, computer guy? Just checking in. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're doing well. Goku the Great needs my advice. I can buy a 9070 XT for 700 euros or a 5070 Ti for 1,000, and I work with programs like Adobe After Effects, but mainly it is for gaming. If you use just Adobe After Effects, that's all. I think, crap. Have you ever heard of Puget Bench? I can't speak too highly of, or I can't speak on this too much, but Puget Bench, let me look at the benchmarks. So this is what you need to do. You need to go to Puget Bench and you go to, you select a benchmark. They have Adobe After Effects on here. Let me zoom in. Here, I will put this in the chat for you. Because I don't look at After Effects. I don't use After Effects. It is so hard to use. I've like never really touched After Effects. I've maybe spent like 3 or 4 hours in total in my entire life using After Effects. It is so difficult. But they do have benchmarks for After Effects where they compare GPUs. You can look, oh, we can actually do it right now for you. Okay, so you said, what, 9070 XT versus a, now, they might have different GPUs paired with it. See, way more people use NVIDIA hardware and test it compared to to AMD. But let's just do a quick comparison and look at the scores side by side. Overall score. So you can, oh, you can't see this, but you can break it down by a bunch of different, like render, skater, what is this? Percent results with the score. What are these overall scores? So as you can see, wait, I'm trying to see what the X and Y axis is. Are these just different scores? Percent of results with the score. What is? Anyways, probably ignore this graph because I cannot figure out what the heck this is. So the left is the percentage of users with the score. What is this x-axis? Because I don't, yeah, what? Anyways, you can look at actual scores down here compared side by side. And if you look at overall score, yeah, like you're looking at double the performance with the 5070 Ti, in the standard, and in the extended test, you're looking at, nearly double the performance. And then you can look at just individual things, side by side, which I think you will pretty much, NVIDIA is going to clean up on AMD. But just take a look at this, and look more into it. I can't speak off the top, but I mean, 700 versus 1,000. You work with programs like After Effects. Will you be able to use anything else that NVIDIA brings with you? Like for me, I'm using an NVIDIA graphics card, and as a streamer, it is very nice to have this green screen effect without actually needing a green screen behind me, because NVIDIA Broadcast has like a built-in AI background remover. So I don't have to run a physical green screen, and it does a really good job at masking out the background, right? So for me, that on top of editing in Premiere Pro, as well as like noise reduction for the mic, if the babies are crying upstairs, stuff like that makes NVIDIA worth the premium. But I don't know how much you use After Effects versus gaming. You said mainly to game, but if you're using After Effects to any serious level, it might be worth it to spend the extra $300 on top of, you know, DLSS and frame generation on the NVIDIA side of things. AMD has those things, but I think from what I've seen, people tend to lean towards the NVIDIA versions more. Anyways, I hope that helps a little bit. Okay, hi from Bulgaria, says Christian Dimitrov. Hello. You were one of the first PC tech channels that I started watching. You were one of the people who made me take advantage of PC parts when they were cheap and abundant in combat times like this. My next video is to talk about that, and we're going to look at prices today. Been grinding UFC 5. Okay, I've never played any UFC games. I like Fight Night boxing games, but never played the MMA ones. Arch is the distro that starts you with just a command line and you install everything manually. Oh, seriously? Like, so there's no like visual like GUIs and stuff? What up, Tony Dung? Let me see. Okay. Catchy is really good at getting you started. It has a gaming meta package that does all the installs for you and handles your drivers easiest Arch can get. When's the next LAN party? We haven't scheduled it yet. We actually need to schedule it because it needs to happen within the next few months. We have a wedding. Next week is a wedding for one of the LAN party members. Two of the LAN party members, actually. So after that, I guess we need to figure out what their plans are for honeymoon and stuff. And then once we're a little bit past their wedding, we should be into safe LAN, you know, planning territory. Do you think the current news about Bill Gates will affect how much people will stay on Windows? No, I don't think so. You're talking about like him being in the Epstein files? Epstein files. Oh my goodness. We are not, is that, I don't even think Epstein files, it is political because it is going through like, you know, the courts and stuff like that. Or maybe not if they've released everything and there's nothing to actually try anything out, any people. But it's political, but also not political. It is just like humanity in general, right? But do I think, going back to this specifically on the tech side of things, because I'm not trying to start a riot in the chat here, I don't think, no. Bill Gates hasn't touched Windows in like so long, and so many things not just like gaming PCs, but like so many other sectors and industries rely on Windows, like whether it be business, hospitals, education, etc. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna affect the overall like market share of Windows versus like other OSs and things like that. And I like, have any of you, I feel like people have made decisions based on Windows because of the privacy concerns, the ads that are constantly being and AI being constantly shoved in their face, and the fact that it costs money versus like Linux and stuff. People have brought those talking points up whenever talking about going away from Windows for like the last however long. I've not really heard of anyone says I want to get off of Windows because Bill Gates is in the Epstein files. If that's what you're talking about, I would assume so because I didn't hear anything else about Bill Gates recently. But Kobe Bryant, shout out from the Philippines. Still rocking your 7050 Ti. Oh man, making that card go strong. I did see the super chat. I will get to it. Happy Luna. Yes, happy Tet to the people who celebrate it. We're gonna eventually take the girls to the big Tet celebration that happens in Seattle, but they're too young right now. Maybe next year we'll get them cute owie eyes and stuff like that, and eat some good food there. But yeah, they're kind of a bit young right now, so. Okay. Heavy Metal Tech says, picked up my app today. Got it set up. The thing has achievements. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Automatic positive airway pressure machine. Is it like a CPAP? This thing has achievements. I was thinking, I've never heard of app. I've heard of CPAP. One of my buddies actually, for the lands, he actually has to use the CPAP every single time when we stay over at whoever's house. So we make sure he has like the sleeping situation is accommodated for him with the surface to put the CPAP machine on. But I've never heard of an app. Okay, automatic positive extrapery. It has achievements just to keep you on track using it. Thanks for this $5 super chat. But yeah. Yeah, people are saying Star Citizen can be buggy, but dang, I love it. Totally worth $45. It's gotten so much better. It's not a scam. I've been a backer for 11 years. Yeah, I don't think I ever fully felt it was a scam. It was just like, it did seem a little sketchy that it's been in work and development and not had a full release of just everything. After so many years and so much money taken in, but people are enjoying it, and it stood the test of time so far. So yeah, I have no problems with Star Citizen at all. I kind of want to check it out, but I don't have time right now. I do like, that is a game I would like to check out again because it's been over 10 years, but we will see. Maybe we can do a stream once we get over the Linux series. What up, Ken? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. 7 Days to Die is and has been my current game for a while. I played 7 Days to Die actually with my brother-in-laws not too long ago. I would like to get into this more. I would love to play 7 Days to Die for like an entire LAN, because it's a game where you can sink a ton of hours into, and it's like a group survival game, fighting off hordes of enemies and all that stuff, teamwork, survival, all those fun themes. But it's kind of like Valheim. Like, it's really hard to just play for a small section of time and have to play so many other games. So 7 Days to Die is perfect for like a mini LAN, which we had recently, but we did not play this game. I could not convince people to play a survival game. We ended up playing, what do we play the most? We played League of Legends the most of all things. What up, Sean? Says, hey Danny, how are you? I bought a ton of PC stuff pre-AI pricing. Should I still sell at post-AI pricing or pre? That's up to you. Honestly, you could meet in the middle. We're gonna look at prices in a bit here, but RAM pricing and SSD pricing has gotten so bad where like a $100 kit of memory is now $400. You could sell in the middle at like $250. You will pocket and make profit, and the person buying it from you will still be getting RAM for much less than market value today. That is up to you. Now, I will say, just because RAM is going for $400 on Amazon for like 32 gigs of DDR5 does not mean your kit is worth $400. Because why would someone buy your kit for the same price that they can buy from Amazon for brand new? So already in the secondhand market, even if your stuff is new, already just buying from some dude in on OfferUp or Facebook, the value of your RAM has dropped from what Amazon has it for. Then you can decide how much you want to sell it for. There's no tax if they buy it from you over Amazon. That's a good thing. But then I don't know how the warranty transfer would work out buying from you versus that. So I would say it's up to you. Are you hurting for cash, or is making a little bit of profit but not ripping off the person by scalping them with today's prices? Can you live with that? So yeah. You're talking about $50 for 32 gigs of DDR5. I don't think it was ever that cheap, was it? 32 gigs for DDR5. Let me check camo. Unless you bought it used, which would have been a good deal. But I think brand new on Amazon, the cheapest I remember DDR5 being was maybe like $75 for 32 gigs. Is anyone remembering that? Let's see. Team Group Vulcan Z DDR5, which is like some of the best priced stuff. So 6000 CL38. So we look at like, oh, they only have it for a year. Okay, yeah. So this was down to like $80. It looks like. At lowest ever was like 78. So yeah, maybe if you bought it for used, you got it for 50. But I don't ever remember seeing 32 gigs like on Amazon or Newegg brand new for 50. It's up to you. You can sell it for however much. I think a happy medium is selling it for right in the middle of what you got it for versus what it's going for now. Everybody wins at the end of the day. If you're gonna change distros and you want a distro that's similar to Arch, okay, yeah, multiple people recommend Catchy. I don't think we'll have time to install that today, but maybe next time. I do want to try to get overlays working and to get into Arc Raiders just to see how that performs. You can imagine what other stuff I have. Yeah, in my upcoming video, I'm gonna talk about my build update, which I'll show you guys a preview of it right now, if this works. Is this gonna work? My build has changed. It's right there. It's very dark, so you cannot see it. But I did update my build, and that's gonna be the video coming out this weekend. And in it, I use a 64 gigabyte kit of memory that I almost got for free. I got it in a used part pickup from a viewer last summer. You guys might remember that part pickup video. He thought it was 32 gigs of RAM. I, for this entire time, thought it was 32 gigs of RAM because he told me it was 32 gigs. It ends up being, it was actually a 64 gig kit of 6400 CL32. And the bundle I got, I paid him $300, but it has like a 4060 Ti, a couple of motherboards, multiple sets of DDR5 memory. It works out that like, it ended up being like a crazy deal. So yeah, I'm with you with that. I am sitting on some stuff that I got really good prices for, that will eventually be passed along to like, friends and family when I build them systems. But I was lucky enough to get in before the crazy prices right now. And I'll talk about it in the video, as you'll see. NVIDIA for work and AMD only for gaming is the easy route. Yeah. And the funny thing is, the 5070 Ti in the US was like a few months ago, $750. It was not that much more expensive than a 9070 XT, which made it an easy like purchase. Who's getting married? James and Tara are getting married from the LAN Party series. They've been together for like well over a decade by this point, but some people just wait to get married because they don't need a piece of paper to make things official. Like they bought a house together long before getting married, all that stuff. Yeah, they bought a house together. They had that house since before I started my channel. So well over a decade. What's up, HDZ? How you doing? Yes, you are not that late to stream. We are getting, man, we are talking some small talk, but we got to get into this prices. We got to look at some prices. Do I have any beliefs? I know it's a touchy subject for some. I'd say I'm agnostic. I don't like, I'm not religious, though it's more like I don't know. And I don't have the time, nor do I have the yearning to want to seek out the answers that could potentially be. And I have a solid community around me in terms of friends and family that, like, I know some people go to church for communal reasons, even if they might not believe of the thing in those things, or temple, or whatever you want to call it. But there's like multiple reasons for people to be religious or go to religious places of worship, and I've never felt a need for it. So, I'm not saying I for sure 100% know that there is no higher being. It's just I don't think about it because I've got other things to think about, and I live a pretty, I would say, uh, happy and fulfilled life, and I don't seek more. I mean, I'm always seeking more, but not in those categories. To put it bluntly, um, oh, let's see. Ruto Jin says, dude, I bought a 64 gigabyte CL36 G Skill kit from Micro Center. Bought it for the 116. You don't know where you placed it? How? Okay, I can kind of get on board with this because I have a lot of shelves of PC parts back there. And sometimes I actually do lose parts. I always eventually find it, but like sometimes I lose it for hours on end. And then I have to go through everything again. And then it ends up I placed it on some random coffee table somewhere. But yeah. Um, I am hoarding 64 gigs of brand new. And yeah, man, last summer, it's just like SSD and RAM pricing were such like at an all-time low. It probably wasn't all-time low, but near all-time low, that it wouldn't have hurt for someone like me to pick up extra everything because there was no way the price was going to go that much lower. And if it did, so what if I spent an extra $5 or $10 on some stuff? I could always make that back, in the PCs that I build for people just by, upping the price slightly. But um, given everything that happened, I made the wrong decision. I did get some hardware beforehand, but I didn't stock up. So anyone who stocked up could be making bank right now. Is the stream constantly stuttering for anyone else? What up, Reluctant Hero? How you doing? Is it stuttering? Let me know. Cause I have 0 drop frames. The bit rate is running at pretty constant, over 8,000 kilobits per second. Nothing on my end indicates that it is chopping or cutting out, but let me know. Stream is good, fine for me. Yeah, it might be you, unfortunately. Maybe try lowering it to like 720p. Just wondering because never was seeking beliefs, but the older I get, the more I start to wonder. Yeah, I mean, to me, being someone who's like pre-math and science background, I think it's just like the proof thing about it, right? um I like to like see visible proof, and I know that's just not how religion works, unfortunately. There's an aspect of faith to it, so uh yeah. What up, in decline, no stuttering? What up, chat? I got around $50 for 32 gigs DDR5 on AliExpress with coupons. You bought so much, man. Yeah, I mean, you could sell just even some of it for like $250. It'll sell really fast. You help somebody else out, get more reasonably priced RAM. You make a profit. Boom. Are ACDs worth it as a game storage drive? To be honest, I have not gamed off of a hard drive for a long time. That could be a fun video to revisit. A hard disk drive video idea. I do have a bunch of other videos I need to get out first, including the LAN party. But whenever I am like lacking video topics, which almost never happens, but gaming on a hard disk drive, that would be pretty fun to try and like do some benchmarks and stuff like that. Like a comparison side by side. Yeah, but no, my main system hasn't had a hard disk drive in it for at least like 2 to 3 years by this point. I've been like purely SSDs. But is it worth it? I would say like it's $40 for $40 for 6 TB gold seems like a really good price. That's not brand new, is it? Because 6 TB drives are definitely going for more than $40 right now. Yeah, 256 NVMe, that is tough. I will say, I mean, if all you have is a 256 NVMe and most games these days are like pushing like 100 gigs, you're not gonna be able to fit much on that with an OS. Then you don't have any other choice. I would actually pick up that $40 6 TB because that's just useful to have for storage in general. But yeah, I would say HDDs are still useful, especially for people who don't have unlimited like data caps or like pretty slow internet speeds. Because when you archive a game, if you do ever want to play it back again in the future, you can just move the file over to the SSD, which will transfer much quicker than you might be able to download it for, and it won't use any data downloading it from the internet. So that would be the use case that I could see pretty fitting for an HDD still today. So gaming on an HDD, there's no problem during gaming. It's more of the loading the game that and like loading, like let's say a game when you like get to the next level and it loads to the next level. Sometimes the wait times, if you are accustomed to SSDs, gets annoying. But other than that, while you're actually gaming, there's not like I don't believe there's a big performance hit. Like you're not gonna stutter. Oh, actually, I thought there might have been one or two games where there was so much loading in the open world that an HDD might have caused it to stutter. But I would have to check into that again. PC gaming isn't the future, I guess. As of right now with these prices, yeah, we're gonna have to see if that claim still remains to be true. But shader compilation takes too long on an HDD. Oh yeah, that would be a good looking shader compilation time. Even with like a fast CPU, because it can only write so quickly. Yeah, that'd be interesting to test. But okay, let's get into the topic so then we can get into, let me make sure Mint is still here. All right, it's still here. We can still, oops, I did not put in the right password. But let's do some price checking, eh? So, okay, what's going on? You think I'm like a bot or something? Okay, let's look at, I think 2 TB NVMe's are pretty standard for if you're building a somewhat like $1,000+ or it used to be when you were building $1,000 to $1,500 PC, like 2 TB was like what you could easily fit into it and have a lot of headroom for installing games. Let's take a look at what's a pretty budget drive. I think the P510 is, that's kind of, here we go, like a Western Digital Blue SN5000, pretty budgety drive. So they're going for 270 right now. What were they almost a year ago? They were going for like 120, 110 to 120 around here. I gotta zoom in. The text is too tiny for you guys to see. Let's just look at new, what the heck is buy box? Yeah, new Amazon, they were like 114, 120. So they more than doubled in price. You know what's crazy? Like 4 TB, which I have one in my system. Let's look at a P3, which right now is going for like what, $400. Let's go for Amazon. Oh, Amazon new a year or all time, but no, let's look at a year ago. There was those like 211, and now they're up to like $500. Right now it's even more. They don't even have the price showing right here. Oh wait, there's 3 options here. But where is the see all buying options? $399 new. So about double, unless you look at someone. Oh wait, that's new, used, and then another new one for $619. Ooh, let's look at memory. Let's look at the. Wait, we just looked at Vulcan Z. Let's look at 64 gigs. Well, it's a pretty standard set. Like these G-Skill flares. Oh, 6000 CL30 kit. We will look at a year ago when these were going for under $200. Look at that, $195. This is such a straight line on this. It was like $190, $195. Even when it got to $205, it wasn't that bad. Imagine the people around this time right here. They saw it at $205 and they're like, nah, I'm not going to pick it up. I saw it at $190 a couple of months ago or a few months ago. I'm going to wait for the price to go down. And then boom. Today we sit at $880 freaking dollars for 64 gigs. What the heck? Oh, Icon. Icon, are you still here? I'm sorry. I missed your membership chat. I picked up an iPhone Air today. I was debating the Google Pixel 10 Pro. Congrats on the Air. How much are those things? iPhone Air price. $1,000. Is that the start? Yeah, it starts at $999. Oof, that is. I am considering going back to Apple on my next phone upgrade, whenever that is. I don't need a phone upgrade for a couple of years. I just bought. Oh, when did I buy this? 2024, I think. Oh my god, I forgot when I bought this. But is there a way to check when you bought your phone? I picked it up on OfferUp. I just don't remember if it was. I think it was 2024. So yeah, I'm coming up on 2 years on this phone. What? Why is this still showing? I'm coming up on 2 years of this phone. I probably got a couple more years out of it because it is a flagship phone. It's the OnePlus 12. And I have no problems with it. It has plenty of storage. But I am considering an iPhone, though I would probably buy a used one. Damn, this would make me a console player if I didn't have a PC from COVID. Yeah, these prices are pretty bad. What up, Joe P? Good evening, good evening. AI bubble, please pop. Okay, so I saw this article. I want to bring this article because let chat both. Okay, well, I'm not in the market for a phone anytime soon, but maybe it would have to be a reasonably priced phone. Again, I have bought my last like 3 phones. Wait, this one, the OnePlus 8 Pro, the OnePlus 6. Yeah, these last 3 phones have been bought because I just happened to find deals on them. The other 2 is because they had damage, which did not bother me, so I got a big discount on them. And then this one is because I got lucky and found someone who like changes phones often, and they seem to be rich, so they didn't mind letting this. It was like $400 to $500, when at the time they were like $700 to $800. But yeah, so I don't know if I can let you guys vote because I need to buy a phone at a discount. I refuse to pay full price. But the reason I wanted to look at PC hardware pricing today, no, would you look down upon people with green bubble messages? Nah, I don't. I'm a green bubble messenger right now, right? Because I am not on iPhone. So most of almost my entire life, the last time I was not a green bubble messenger was an iPhone 4. But then afterwards I got off of it. But okay. So I saw this article while trying to look more into like when people are predicting the RAM and memory prices and stuff are going to come down. This was published yesterday. This says new report shows RAM prices are continuing to fall in Germany. US trends less certain. Anyone from Germany, can you confirm? But SSDs and HDDs are more expensive than ever in the States. Ooh, bad time to get storage specifically. But as I was reading, so it's all thanks to the AI boom. But so I was reading, it said they referenced another article that they had a couple of weeks ago. We reported on some good news regarding RAM prices flattening out in Germany. Oh, what is this good news that Germany might be seeing, right? So this is it. DDR5 RAM pricing begins to stabilize. Wait, you just said RAM prices. Okay, you said flattening out. But this title says RAM prices are continuing to fall. Fall versus flattening out is a big difference. Yeah, clickbaiters. Anyways, so it says they begin to stabilize in Germany. January saw only a 0.1% increase. Some kits even saw price cuts as volatility begins to plateau. So I don't know why would Germany specifically see memory price decreases when I feel like this is kind of a global problem. DDR prices have come to a complete halt. I don't know if you can complain it has come to a complete halt when your stories are based on only a few weeks apart. That's not long enough to determine an actual trend, like with regards to months or multiple months. Just because it halted, I feel like in the US, RAM prices have somewhat halted. I know I showed you guys this kit for $800 and whatever dollars, but you can find DDR5 for like a lot cheaper than that. Like you can find kits for like come on. I saw them previously. Like here is that's a 32 gig kit. What the heck? I just saw the cheaper. Like here's 730 okay, 800. There were cheaper ones. Where art thou? Like here. This one is 700 flat. But this is 5600 CL40. Not the best speeds and timing. But, you know, to save $150, I would go with that kit. And 32 gig kits, like there are some ridiculously expensive ones, like in the $400 range. But look at this one. Okay, this one has pretty bad speeds, but I don't know. If you turn off your FPS counters, you might not even be able to tell the difference, depending on the hardware you're pairing it with. About to fly out to Germany to get a 64 gig kit for $250. It says, what up, Dong Too Long? Right below it even says price cuts. So technically it is a fall, not much though. This is why I'm frantic right now. I don't want to spend 800. Do not spend on these ridiculous amounts right now. Even though I think we might not be seeing price stabilization until like all of this year. Multiple websites and predictors I saw, they're thinking 2027, 2028. And that they're not even searching about. But if you already have a system, make do with it. If you don't have a system, honestly, secondhand market, DDR4 systems, at least in my area, people are selling whole systems with like DDR4 memory in it for about the price that they should be going for. Unless you're rich and you don't mind paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to play games at higher settings and more FPS. But if you just want a game, and just gaming is the most important thing to you, which I think should be if you're a PC gamer, because we're not pixel peepers around here. We're PC gamers first. Pixel peeping and all the other stuff comes second. Then just get a system to hold you over. Capacity is still better over speeds and timings, right? To a degree. Like I would say yes. Like 32 gigs of slow memory with worse latency is better than 8 gigabytes. But once you reach the threshold of system memory that you need for whatever particular games that you're playing, which I think 16 gigs still serves a lot of people for a lot of games. Once you get past 16 gigs, maybe, and for sure 32 gigs, if you're not doing like heavy multitasking and stuff, then the capacity, you're pretty much good. And then that's where the benefits of the latency and speeds come in. But even then, go watch any benchmark comparison video. Like, unless you are, even when you're pushing it with like a 5090 and like a 9850 X3D, the memory speeds and latency, doesn't affect the performance as much as people think. I don't know where people got into this mindset where they thought like, oh, anything that's below the standard 6000 CL30, like if you're running a 5200 CL38 kit or whatever, they just think like it's automatically bad. I don't know where that mindset came from, because if you watch any benchmarks and compared, like I guarantee you wouldn't be able to tell the difference if I turned off those FPS counters. Maybe if you were a complete like pro in some esports game that runs 700 FPS, you might be able to detect the slight difference in like the micro stutters and stuff like that. But for the average person, I'm willing to put money down in a blind side-by-side test that you cannot tell the difference. Danny keeps buffering. Another person saying I'm buffering, but most people say the stream is fine, so I don't know what is going on. YouTube might be having a regional outage thing or performance thing, because I think we're fine. What about Micro Center prices? That's a good point. Let's take a look at Micro Center. I think Micro Center has been having, like, look at this. This is a good deal, I think. You get, how much RAM is this? 32 gigs of, okay, 6000 CL36, which to me is fine. 7800 X3Ds right now are going for around $380, and you get a B650 motherboard that's probably worth like $150. So yeah, holy crap. Micro Center people, the people who have Micro Center near them, if you don't, phone a friend, call your family members or friends that live in areas with Micro Center and ask them to please go pick something like this up. Because yeah, the motherboard and CPU alone makes up for like $500 of this combo. So you're getting a reasonably priced. Now, I don't know where this is. Well, is this even in stock? Let's take a look. Let's look at Tustin. Is this in stock? You can get it today by 610. Even if you don't need the bundle, you take this, you sell this motherboard for cheaper than it normally goes for. You sell this for $300 flat. Someone will definitely buy it for $300. So 300 here, 100 here. You got a 32 gig kit for $200. Not the best deal we've seen since like last year. The prices were better, but at least you're not paying $400+ for it. Now, that's unfortunately only Micro Center people. Does Newegg have any bundles? Let's take a look at Newegg bundles. Newegg President's Day sale. There's nothing to be celebrating about the president. What do we got right here? 98. Here we go. Now, I know this sucks that you have to buy an expensive CPU with it, but this isn't too bad. 6400 CL32. That's the specs that I'm running in my system. 32 gigs of it. And this process, how much does this thing go for by itself? You're looking at a $500 processor. Even if you don't think it's worth that much, let's call it $450, right? Let's say the 9850 X3D is $450. You're getting a $200 32 gig kit. Not too shabby. And this is on Newegg. Anybody in at least the United States has access to this deal right now. Though I'm not the biggest fan of this deal because you have to buy this expensive ass processor. But if you are building a high-end PC and you were going to go for this anyways, this is a good price. Roland Wales says, what up? I'm cutting potatoes right now. What kind of potatoes? We've been buying the golden ones. The golden ones, as well as a lot of sweet potatoes for the girls, because those are a bit more nutrient dense. But for when we're making like mashed potatoes or like, roasted potatoes or something like that, we've been going for the golden variety as opposed to the russets. The russets start growing those little things on them, and like I feel like they get soft quicker than golden. So yeah, we stick to golden. Micro Cent deal is better. Well, yeah, but now everybody has a Micro Center. That's the thing. All right, Newegg, what else you got for me for the RAM combos? What are we looking at? This is or you can buy a single 32 gig for $484, but it's $85 off, so it's a flat 400. Basically, what we saw on Amazon. Potatoes are nature on a budget, indeed. Is there anything cheaper, dollar per calorie, than potatoes? Maybe rice. I don't know. Potatoes are pretty cheap. You can get a huge pound, like 10-pound bag of potatoes for like $5. Rice, a 25-pound bag is like $30. So it gets kind of close, but still. Oh, speaking of which, I am so hungry. I only had breakfast today. I didn't have lunch. So I don't know what's for dinner, but I might have to eat like a frozen pizza or something. I don't think there's any. We ate all the leftovers, and we're not cooking anything tonight. I don't think, unless Melissa surprises me. But yeah, I was raised on potatoes, beans, and cornbread. Beans, a stick of butter is cheaper. Okay, but I mean, eating a stick of butter, I don't know if that's advised. 16 gig kit for $259. SSD 4 TB for $400. Where? What is that? Rosewell cordless air duster. Okay. When does this President's sale day sale end? Did it say? What the heck? President's Day sale. When are you ending? Does Newegg's front page say? Huh. No, I mean we are kind of well past President's Day. Is this President's Week sale? Anyways, RAM, memory. Okay, so we got a bunch of memory. Here's another bundle, 9850 X3D for, it's like the same thing, except it's adding on this motherboard. Actually for not that much more. Cause this was $650. So for another $150, you get this motherboard, which probably goes for more than $150. Yeah, what is this board? It's a $200+ motherboard. If you wanted that color and that board specifically. Here's $899. So that was the only good bundle, huh? Oh, what's this? 9600X bundle. How much RAM is this though? Ooh, it's 16 gigs it looks like. Just by the code name it looks like a 16 gig kit. It is. Dang. What, for a $200, so 140? Nah, I would go for the 32 gig bundle. Everywhere drives ×2 or sold out. Managed to get one with self pickup. Drives ×2. I just ordered 4 large pizzas, a calzone for me, and root beer. I have 5 kids and they eat like dragons. Lol. Root beer is not my choice, but sometimes it does hit the spot. And now that you mentioned root beer, I kind of want some. But yeah, I usually never like actively choose root beer. I'll have it if I'm like at a party and there's no other sodas, or like they're doing root beer floats, and then it always ends up being pretty good. But if I'm like getting, soda at the store or going to fast food and getting a soda with a meal, I'll usually pick like Dr. Pepper or Coke or Pepsi, whichever. Mr. Pibb. Is Mr. Pibb even a thing still? Russet be sprouting on me fast. Yeah, indeed. Okay, so that's kind of what it's looking like in the market right now. Unfortunately, if you have not upgraded prior to all of this, you're gonna have to get a bundle. But hey, that's an excuse to get a high-end PC with the latest X3D chip, right? Is anyone in the chat actually like desperately in need of an upgrade because you're on like really old hardware, but you now have to hold off because it's too expensive? Pib is back. Is it now? We gotta look up. We gotta look up the lore. I never had a preference of Pib versus Dr. Pepper. I like both of them pretty equally, but Pib Extra, Mr. Pib second era. When did it? So 2025. Oh my god, just a few months ago the name was restored. But when did it? As recent as 2020, Pip Extra has been marketed. Okay. Oh, so it never went away. It's just been changing its name for the last like I don't know how many years since the pandemic. I'm on Bulldozer Core. Which specific one? Nope. I built my current system 3 years ago and it's perfectly fine for me. Yeah. Yeah, I think a system 3 years ago definitely would be able to ride out, assuming no hardware failures. So fingers crossed on that. I don't want to got knock on. I don't have real wood as a particle board. I thought I was crazy when I bought 16 gigs of Team Group Vulcan for 150 on the rise. Not bad now, lol. Yeah, I bought it for $50 and thought I got screwed over because I thought it was a 32 gig kit and I bought it on Amazon resale or warehouse, whatever. But $50 for 16 gigs used was about the going price at the time. And now it's like worth 5 times as much, which worked out for me. But when I revealed it on that stream that one time, I embarrassed myself because I misread the 16 gigs thinking it was 32 gigs. But somehow I lucked into this, so I'm on DDR4 1270K, probably stay till it breaks. Yeah, I actually just upgraded from that staying. And I'm curious to hear people's thoughts to what I upgraded to, because it's not what you probably think. But yeah, I just switched off of a 1270K DDR4 myself. Wait, why am I getting waiting room sometimes? Is YouTube bugged? This waiting room? You should not be getting waiting rooms. We are definitely here in the stream. 202 viewers? What the heck? Where did all of you guys come from? Last week's stream was actually a little bit lower than usual. I think we were only at like 120 when we've been averaging 150, but now we have 200 people tonight. Are people here for the market, like looking at what the prices are, or are people here for Linux or both? Sound off in the chat. Oh my goodness. I need a snack. I need a snack so badly. The stream has a cap of 200 viewers. Everyone, no way? No way. No. Why? Oh my god. Someone was actually in the waiting room though. And I wouldn't be surprised. Jason, well, here's the thing, right? Like, I just looked this up and the first result, not that one. I saw a Reddit cap. YouTube caps the live viewer count of a live to 40 viewers if the channel has less than 1K subs. So I wouldn't have been surprised if they capped someone under 1 million at some arbitrary number, and maybe that number was 200. They've been making changes as of late, right? So I know we've had over 200 people before, but I don't ever recall there being a waiting room. So it's kind of weird that someone is even facing that. But either way, Jason, you got me. This is why we can never believe Jason anything he says. He lies. He is a habitual liar. Did you go Team Red? I did not go Team Red. I stayed with Team Green because this green screen. Remember, I just said I'm on NVIDIA. We got this cool green screen in the house. Do we got the double? Give me 1 second. We got the double even. Wait, can I do? I can't. Wait. Wait up. Hold it. Where is this? Where is this thing? Okay, here we go. Does that reach? Does it reach? It doesn't reach. Actually, the green screen isn't picking it up. But I confuse with myself. But no, I'm not on Team Red. NVIDIA still has enough benefits for me to use that I'm sticking with it, especially in Premiere Pro with some of the things like auto masking, which I believe uses AI. It does it like so lightning quick. This is not a lie. Me love you. Okay. Like the stream, you goons. Okay, wait. 200 viewers and 30 likes, or is he botting? I don't think I'm botting. Someone could be botting for me, but no, that's about the usual ratio. Plus, I didn't ask for everyone to like. I don't know. I was about to say you gotta like the stream right now, otherwise we don't go to Linux. But then I don't know how many people are actually here for Linux versus the other thing. Uh, Farts cutely. Wait, does Unk bot his views? I think if I bought in my views, my chat would look more like the Turning Point USA Super Bowl halftime show rather than what it looks like right now, which the chat is moving pretty decently fast with unique names of people who have knowingly been in the chat, as well as new people who have chimed in that they are new. The fact that my chat moves faster than Turning Point USA Super Bowl halftime show, I think that's a win from a stream that apparently got 6 million plus viewers, right? Um, not here for Linux, must unlike now. Um, someone might be botting for me. Sounds sus. That, if you think about it, that is a good way to take down a channel. Someone that you don't like, bot for them, because I think all you have to do if you buy bots is like say, here's the channel to bot. It's not you have to give your channel credentials or like login. At least hopefully not, because that just sounds like a huge scam. But then you just bot their views and then accuse them of botting. Okay, do not do that, okay? Plus, nobody would want to waste their money botting on me anyways. I'm too much of a small fry to do that. But to the YouTubers that you hate, if you have money to spare, just send bots to their videos that don't get that many views and then accuse them of botting, and then it'll be a whole controversy. Does selling used computers with Linux pre-installed make sense yet? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay, we gotta look this up real quick. We must look this up. Marketplace. When's the next LAN video? March. I will hold myself to March. If not, you could strip me butt naked and slap my booty. Sounds like a good deal, right? Okay. Let's see. Gaming PC Linux. Let's see. Oh! Look at that! Someone is selling for... Wait, where is this? Alameda, California. Sure, we'll look nationwide. I won't put in my zip code. Is that a 3D printed case? It is. We've got a BC250 APU AMD RDNA 2 architecture. 16 gigabyte unified memory. Okay, blah, blah, blah. This is a Steam console like. Okay, but they're using specialized hardware. I want to see. Here's a budget gaming PC. Small form factor for home media server or home lab. San Francisco. What hardware do we have in here? Okay, we've got a 3570K. A GTX 970. So pretty standard, you know, off the shelf parts. Nothing specialty here. Does it say Linux? I typed specifically Linux, but maybe it's so rare. Oh yeah. Wait, wiped. They give the buyer the option ready for Windows or Linux. Comes with mounts for other hard drives and SSDs. Okay. Gaming PC in Tracy, California. Not free, even though they listed for $0. Not actually free. Please read full description. It's got a 5600X 3050 in it. Okay. Where's the Linux? Do they actually have Linux? No. It fed me something because it had gaming PC in it. Linux desktop tower. So yeah, it looks like people are selling. Actually, I don't know if they're actually successfully selling because these listings seem to still be live. So they have not moved yet. But I don't think this shows sold listings. Availability. Oh, sold. Maybe they do have some sold one. Custom cyber power. No Linux in here. San Francisco, it's probably a rug pool coin server or a startup SPA server. There's some stuff on Amazon that comes preloaded with Linux. Now, Linux is too hard for some users. I mean, if they ask for it specifically, let's look at this one. Can we find a sold listing with Linux? Oh, so this one sold 70, so a 7th gen Intel with the 2060 Super. I'm selling this. It's great for anyone interested in creating a Linux gaming PC or a media PC. So they don't specifically say what OS is on here. I wonder if they pulled theirs because they had a legit Windows key and they didn't want to put a gray market one on. But they do mention Linux. Let's see. Send offers. I hate people like this. This is not like eBay and other websites like this where you don't actually have your asking price with taking offers. People who put $5, well, maybe their asking price was $1,100, but the fact that they crossed it out to put $5 just to show up on the searches, I hate people like this. If you're watching, and you do this, it's hard to say if I hate you as a person, but I hate the things that you do that align with this, if that makes sense. Hate the actions, not the person, right? I think that's kind of a religious saying. Hate the sin, not the sinner. It's not free, send offer. Yeah. $400. Linux. Nope. Yeah. So it's not super common to find Linux builds. Interesting. Posted pics of the specs. 5600X with the 3060 for $700. Includes the monitor. Huh. That can be some Acer monitor. Pretty average deal. How much RAM does this thing have though? 16 gigs. Nothing special. Look up use system 76 PC lab. You mean on Facebook or somewhere else? I'm just gonna type in system 76. I mean, I guess I can put PC. Remember, this is looking nationwide. I did not specify a region or location. I hate what's your lowest price? Like, bro, the price is listed. What do you want me to say? Well, to be fair, Jason, a lot of people do list their items for a little bit more, knowing that there's a game to be played with haggling. But yeah, I mean, I think I would much prefer someone who gets straight to the point and says, I can offer you 800, or like give a number, whatever your max number is, shoot that out. If it's too low, then I can ignore it at least, instead of, asking this and having to go back and forth. Don't lowball law, but doesn't have a price. I'm not a genie. Yeah, it is a stupid game. System 76 laptop. I'm not seeing anything system 76 specifically. Yeah, these just look like pretty standard, like Galaxy Books, Microsoft Surfaces. I don't think these got Linux on them. I mean, I can click one just to see. But yeah, Windows 11. No mention of reinstalling Linux. So. What up, Dark Rose? I'm doing great. How are you? We just chilling. We just streaming. We chilling. We're looking at the market right now with PC hardware, but we are starting to run out of time. So we gotta get into the Linux stuff now for the people who are here solely for the Linux, because we spent about an hour plus talking about RAM, SSD pricing, looking at Newegg, Amazon, and this. Dang, I do not know if we're gonna be able to successfully. Oh wait, no, what is it? 1 through 7. Okay. Every time, so it's been a week, right? Oops, I need to switch back to my other side. It seems like, 11 updates seems like a decent amount. No different than Windows, right? Every week that passes, I feel like Windows has some update it wants you to install. I already forgot you guys told me. Oh, okay, what update? Adobe Work check Proton DB for compat. No, terminal execute. No, that's not it. Okay, I don't remember which one were the very important like kernel level updates, like what to look for in the name. Though, it I don't see anything that looks like it could be that. I'm just gonna install all these updates real quick. And of course, it always has to check me on this. Every single time, it has to check me. Went to Micro Center on lunch, and they wanted to charge me $150 for a second gigabyte stick. Wait, what? For a second gigabyte stick? You mean a second 16 gigabyte stick? Yeah, I mean, those lower bundles or the lower CPUs aren't gonna have as good of. I think they're probably gonna pair them with 16 gigs more. Because they're really trying to move the higher end CPUs. Look up the Skytech Azure. Okay, where are we looking this up about? While I wait for these updates on Linux Mint to go through. What is this? The one with okay, 7800 X3D and 5060 Ti. Azure 3. Is it this one? Nope. How am I supposed to find it? Skytech is the they got way too many different like SKUs. Like look at this. We've talked about this before. Pre-built gaming PCs. I could just run this. Come on, run this for like. Come on, there's more. No, there's more. You want to keep running? Oh, yep. We're gonna keep scrolling down. Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. I mean, I don't know how many PCs this was, but this just seems like way too many. There's not that much modern hardware that you could get. You know, they don't need an individual model just because they switched out one part. Just like have a part selector where you could switch things up a bit, you know, where it gives multiple selections. But you said to look for the one with the 5060 Ti. And this one right here, $1,800. 5060 Ti, 16 gig, 32 gigs of RAM, 7800 X3D. Okay, what about this? 1 terabyte SSD, $1,800. Just right out the gate, looking at the parts and the price, this looks about right for a pre-built. I mean, with the RAM market the way it is, I'm not going to value this at 400 just because Amazon has it at 400. Even though if you DIY, you're going to be spending that close. Let's just say 300 here, 350 here is 650. This card was what, let's just say 420. Blaze it. Yeah, so you're already over $1,000. And then you've got your case, let's just say like 100, sure. Probably closer to 80. And then the SSD is like 120-ish. AIO can be like 70 or $80. Motherboard like 150. Yeah. So the price comes out a little bit more than if you were to, you know, break it down by price. But the build fee on top of it seems pretty reasonable. So what was your question about this thing, Trekkin? Did you have a question, or like you thinking about buying this? This doesn't. I don't. In terms of pre-builts, I don't know like all the pre-builts available and what the best deals are right now. But this doesn't look bad. Oh no, that wasn't Trekkin. That was who was that? Oh, that was Dark Rose. Got it. Yeah. I mean, if you consider buying this, it doesn't look like the worst deal. You paid 1K for it. Well, actually 1.1K. Oh, then that's a good deal. Did you buy this? Wait, how did you did you buy it used in the secondhand market? It must have been. This would have never ever gone brand new with the 7800 X3D in it for that much. Pack it up, boys. We'll all be Black Friday. You're talking about this past Black Friday when the RAM surge prices already went into effect. Amazon Black Friday, this build for $1,000. I don't. Are we calling cap chat? Who? I don't know. I find it hard to believe, but I could have missed out on this deal, which I think it would have made at least slick deals and build a PC sales, and I would remember it. But I don't remember seeing this, and it could have been a price mistake that nobody caught except for maybe a handful of people. Post order proof in Discord. I swear, bro, I'm still paying on it. You're still paying on it? Well, you can't. It's kind of hard to post on Discord the proof because you can easily modify it, either Photoshop or going in and inspect element. Like this, I can go like, let's go and make this build. All of a sudden, a $1,100 build. What? $1,100 or $1,200? That's crazy. So yeah, you can modify it, but just based off of the knowledge we have of the market, I don't think this build actually ever went for $1,000. But if it did, then props to you for getting it for that price. Luckily, somehow. Yeah. You'll go live? You don't need to go live. Here, let's okay. Humor all of us. Post a in the stream submissions in the Discord server, just post a screenshot of your order number. Make sure to blur out your address, your credit card number, last 4 digits, whatever the heck. Just post a screenshot in the Discord server. Links to the Discord server is down in the description. There's a stream submission channel. Feel free to click it in there. Check Camel. I don't even know if Camel will have that. So let me see. What is this thing called? The Azure 3? Azure 3? I'm not sure if Camel picks up on one-offs like this. Like, even if it was an Amazon warehouse deal, they usually don't discount it by that much. And how did nobody else pick it up? 5060 Ti, 5060 Ti. This one right here. All right. Hey, if I'm wrong, I will be glad to be wrong because that means someone got a crazy good deal. Let's look at, so you said Black Friday. How long ago was that? So let's look at, I mean, the lowest, yeah, new or used. 14. I'm not seeing anything that, like, the graph starts at 1350, even with the used selection. So, I mean, it could have been a blip that you got lucky on. I would say that would have been, even for Amazon Day in October, $1,000 or 1,100. How much did they say? Actually, yeah, 1.1K for 7800 X3D fully pre-built from Skytech. I'm not seeing it. Even on Prime Day, like, I could see, well, I mean, obviously it's been close to like $1,300 or $1,400 around there, but I'm not seeing 1,100. But again, I have been known to get crazy good deals where people don't believe me. So I understand. So I'm not going to say it's 100% that was not a true deal that you got there, that you're lying, but I will remain skeptical by a healthy amount. Well, yeah, Walmart was selling graphics cards for really dang cheap. Building it yourself, you could get close to that price, but still, 7800 X3Ds have not gotten that cheap. I think, what's the lowest they have gotten? Like, if you look at all time, the lowest was like 320 in October during the Amazon October Prime Day deals or whatever. What the heck? And then other than that though, like, for the most part, it's actually been floating over $350 more often than not. But it has dipped below 350 a number of times. If we look at used, I guess there are some that have definitely dipped below. But yeah. All right, let's see. Did we get the post? Where's the stream submissions? Where's it at? Well, yeah, if you, I mean, you should feel better about your deal regardless because of the crappy situation it is right now. Jason got a 5090 from a grandma at a garage sale for 200. She didn't know what she had. LMAO. Yo, Jason got so lucky. You got a crazy good deal. Remember, gotta keep the skepticism hat on whenever Jason talks. Black Friday was bad in 2025. I'm so cool and lucky and cool. Black Friday was we saw a couple of good deals on Black Friday. But I mean, I don't know if we would say Black Friday was bad 2025 when every year for the past decade Black Friday has been lackluster. Where most of the deals are pretty meh and there's like a handful of actual good deals. I mean, 350. Well, yeah, but the rest of the PC unless you're buying like a $40 case, some cheap $50 CPU, like motherboards for AM5, unless you get a really cheap used part. But then you can't mix in used part when comparing it with pre-builts because they use new parts. That yeah, it's possible if you ultra deal hunted and mixed in used parts, but it's pretty difficult because you're already at $720 for two components. You need cooler, power supply, storage, RAM. You know what I'm saying? Like the math doesn't really math up to that to build yourself anyways, unless there's an element of luck, which is not replicable. Jason said he wouldn't crap me. I'm his best turd, so I would just remain in his bowels. Where's do we have the post? You said bet. Where is this post? Are you photoshopping it right now? What's going on? It should not take that long to join a Discord server. Copy and paste an invoice. Maybe you gotta black out your personal information, but that still shouldn't take that long. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, waiting for sister to send the screenshot. Very convenient. No pic yet. Yeah, that's cap. No, bro, I had to use my sister's name because she has got good credit. And you say you are making payments on it, right? Wait. If your sister is sending the screenshot, you said you were gonna live stream earlier to show it, as if you were gonna show on your own browser. But is the story starting to unfold already? Yo, Nob, have you heard about the ASRock H610 combo motherboard? I feel like it could help out people during this Ramageddon. With the option to upgrade to DDR5 if prices normalize. Which one? Which H610 combo? From where? I need more details, some Asian guy. Combo. Let me see. H610 combo. Oh, when you say combo, you mean like how it works with both memory. It has yeah, okay, sorry. I thought you mean like a combo bundle deal where buying the motherboard gets you. Okay, I think we talked about this when this first came about. At this point, I mean, unless you really are against buying used parts, I would just buy a used DDR4 system. I wouldn't even bother with this. How much is this thing? What is the price of this thing? Like, we just saw that if you bought a kind of a higher end CPU, you can get a pretty good price on memory. But for people on a really low budget that can't afford a 9850 X3D, what is this thing going for? Like, where's this even for sale? I can't even find like a link for it. Let me see. So it's supposed to be around around 80 to 115. Wait, no. Wait, yeah, what's the price? Estimated. This thing isn't even out yet, right? This is just a concept of an idea or concept of a plan. I mean, it seems like there's a whole There's like a whole product page for it. Well, when is this thing supposed to be available? Where to buy? Or is it not available in the US? Okay, let me see. Newegg Business, which they're not gonna, are they actually gonna take me to it? So it takes me to here, saying it's available here, but when I type in ASRock combo, it doesn't come up. Global American, what is this? So yeah, I don't have faith that this is actually even readily available for people to buy, at least in the US, because how does it not just search up on a quick Google search for me to like find it listed? But which Discord channels can I post pics and deals and stuff? You can pick you can post it to general. That's fine. And if it's a really good deal, I can post it in the official one. With my affiliate links. No. But yeah, the H610M combo. Overall thoughts, regardless of it not actually really being available right now, anyways. I like. So you're gonna buy an LGA $1,700 CPU and get DDR4 memory, which is kind of expensive right now and kind of also not worth it to put into here, to later on put DDR5 memory in with it and still be stuck on an LGA 1700 platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I would say, like, whatever reservations you have about used components, say screw it. The market is that bad. Just go buy used stuff. Or at least buy on, like, I don't know, more trustworthy websites like Jawa or Hardware Swap, because this to me doesn't really make sense. Let's not buy overpriced DDR5 so I can buy overpriced DDR4 and then have this subpar motherboard H610 chipset. I don't think this is not the way to me. Invite you? Invite you? Why do I gotta invite you? Yeah, Discord. Wait, does the bot work? What is the command? Discord bot, we summon you. Let me see if this thing works. I haven't disabled this link, right? It looks like it works. There it is. We have summoned the Discord bot. But a super chat. No, we got a super chat earlier. Let me take a look. Give me 1 second. Where is it? No, I gotta go into. I don't know if Stream Elements has personal information. Let me check Stream Elements real quick to see if it appeared there. If you did it through PayPal, I sometimes miss those because it's not all the way incorporated into YouTube. But let me see the dashboard. Icon. You're not Icon. Yep. And Heavy Metal Tech. The only super chats, it must not have gone through. I don't think you should have been charged for it because on my end, here, it does look like there's no super chats. So I can maybe log in here. I gotta log in my information. YouTube. Nope. Okay. I will show you on the screen. But this is a refreshed page. So I'm going to refresh the page up here. And of the super chats tonight, we had the membership message and then the $1 super chat from Heavy Metal. And then that was it for the night. So it looks like it did not go through. Unfortunately. But you shouldn't have been charged. Maybe hold off and but don't buy another one because you don't want. I think YouTube would fix it if they double charge you. But anyways, you got a receipt. Make sure you get your money back. I'm in Discord. I'll show you in browser that I got the build. I'm waiting on my sister. You say you're in here, so but you're waiting on it. I mean, what is this? Okay, I see your specs, but we just need the invoice. It looks like. Sorry. So yeah, it's right here. Amazon frowns upon posting affiliate links on Discord. Does it now? Because pretty much every content creator I know in the PC tech space on their personal Discord, or not their personal, but their community Discord server, posts affiliate links. Like Toasty Bros does it, Zach's Tech Turf does it. I'm pretty sure like Techia City does it. Like it's a way for people to share deals and make some money off of it and help out the community at the same time. I have not heard of this claim until just now. Interesting. Why would they care? It's driving sales and people to their website. Wait up. I need to look this up because I can't just take all these things as a blind fact. Amazon discourages Discord affiliate links. Like, what do I gotta search to find it? Amazon generally discourages or bans the use of affiliate links in private, unapproved, or chat-based platforms like Discord, as they require links to be placed on approved websites or social media channels listed during application. Amazon affiliate links in Discord. As of March 2024, Amazon has changed their operating agreement to allow offline links, which Discord falls under. I've never heard of this, actually. Interesting. Rejected by Amazon affiliate program. Amazon affiliate crackdown. Amazon affiliate Discord. I have seen in Discord groups use affiliate links to redirect websites. I'm not finding any like cold hard like in the headline, so I might need to look deeper into this. Like I'm seeing articles, or I guess Facebook of all sources. What the hell is this? Do we really need, thirst trap here? When you're part of Amazon, Walmart, or any other affiliate program, you cannot just drop links anywhere on the internet. There's a clear terms of service violation. Your links can only be used in your approved spaces, and doing this can cost your account. Anyways, I know plenty of people that post it in Discord. I have done it as well for years and haven't had a problem, but I will kind of keep tabs on this. Interesting. You see anything off in my system info? In your system info, anything off? This is so tiny. B650, Windows 11, 70 NZXT, 32 gigs of RAM. Zero. Okay, no, not the zero disk. 5060 Ti. Nothing really. Chat. Oh wait, whoops. I thought I was on the wrong window the whole time. Anything weird about their system info? Not really. Yeah. As long as it's a discussion, the whole affiliate thing, it's kind of weird to me. On YouTube, I know you're supposed to do it, but I guess on Amazon, have I been doing it? Let me see. I don't post to the deal channel that often because lately there's not been a ton of good deals. Where the heck is the deal channel? And Dark Rose, I'm not joining you in the chat, by the way. I don't know if like this is, exciting for you because you're getting some attention on a stream, but I'm not hopping into a chat where I don't know who knows what could happen. Deals, here it is. I guess I need to, right here. Okay, sweet. It is technically on the page at the very top that says it is affiliated, even though per post, I do not say it's affiliate. which I think covers it because at least it's visible in the same space. Shh, don't snitch on me. That's fine, bro. I'll hop out. Have a nice stream. So you were only here to show off your PC that we still haven't seen the thing to? Yeah. The second he stops getting attention, see ya. Anyways, that was fun. Kids these days on the internet. But I mean, that's just the nature of being in the gaming PC hardware space. There's a decent amount of younger people. So he lied. Well, we don't know 100% for sure, but kind of like religion, you could feel like you're 99.99% sure about it one way or another. What happened to the invoice? I don't know. We'll see if it comes up later. Okay, Mint. Dang it, we're already it's already 6:40. Let me see if Arc Raider even works, and while we're in the lobby, I'll see if I can get the overlay stuff to work. Hello, Steam. Please work. I just clicked on you. Okay. Yo, why was that taking a little bit of time there? You guys saw how slow that was? Where is the Arc Raiders? There you are. Oh, wait, what? Update. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't take that long. Could have just said he lied. I know, right? Yes, I am going down a rabbit hole. Indeed. Okay, so we're in the Linux side of things now. Well, let's look at the viewer count because we were at 220 something. Can we stay above 200 on the Linux side of things? Because maybe people were there for the hardware pricing update. Doesn't Arc Raiders have an anti-cheat and Linux blocks you from playing those? That's a good question. Nobody, I think someone said they were successfully able to play it before. ProtonDB, Arc Raiders. Platinum. Verified. All functionality is accessible when using the default controller configuration. Okay. Wait, what? Steam. Oh, that's deck verified. Wait. PC. Is it supposed to show something right here for the PC details? I mean, but Steam Deck has that fix, right? Wait, seriously? Are we thinking it's gonna work or not? Can you post pictures in the YouTube chat or just only in the Discord channels? You can post no, you can't even post a link because YouTube chat doesn't allow viewers to post links because they might be malicious. So if you need to post pictures, it has to be. That's one of the reasons for this exact channel on the Discord server. It's called stream submissions, literally for people to post pictures in here for me to look at during stream, for stuff that we're talking about. If it's platinum, then it works flawlessly, even though it's only, or I mean, platinum. Okay, runs perfectly out of the box. Okay, we'll see. I believe you. I believe you. Disk write error. Wait, what's going on? Are we out of space? Hold up. What did we install? Wait. Where's all my drives? Okay, give me 1 second. Remember, I'm still new here. Wouldn't the devices... where are the drives? How did I forget this already? I mean, we can go to the partition. Is one drive not? No, we got them here. It's only 61.9% full, so why is there a disk write error? I'm pretty sure I installed Wait. This one's 38% full. Oh wait, file system. Yes. I mean, yeah, we do have. I think we should have room. So what's going on, Arc Raiders? Do I have to like re-verify this thing? Why did the update fail with the disk write error? Okay, let me properties. You were wrong, Heavy Metal, and you yelled at me in caps. I found a workaround, but we have room on here. I believe. Yeah, 38%. Yeah. We should have plenty of room. Arc Raiders isn't that big of a game. So I'm going to have to install files, verify the integrity real quick. What is going on? Is the drive mounted? Yes, we install, like, we have other games installed. Zero files failed to validate. And we'll be, wait, what? Brother. Yeah, see? Wait. Yeah, it's here. It's here. You guys think it has to do with the compatibility? Here, well, maybe it's the compatibility. I don't know. We'll go with I guess experimental. Sure. Be sure to install a CommonWorks distributor so you don't have to process Vulkan shaders because you installed Vulkan shaders through Steamworks distributor. Is that what we just grabbed? Yes. Yes. So we or it's right here. We did not grab it, but we will grab it. And we will grab, oh, that was fast. What's going on, Arc Raiders? It does not want to install. Run Proton 10.3. Like, do we think, again, last time the fix was because of the Steam Deck custom commands or whatever, right? I do not think we'll go to Steam Plays enable for all titles. Wait, can I not change this right now? I cannot change this. Okay, we'll go to Proton 10.04. I'm going to restart later because I want to do Arc Raiders also in Proton 10.04. We will close Steam out all the way, exit Steam. Get it the restart that it wants. Uh-oh, you guys, this has to work. Otherwise, Jason is going to crap all over Linux again, despite being someone who likes Linux. Come on. We cannot have Jason talking down to you, Linux. We must work. Was that it? Interesting. All of us. Wait. What is this? That's not the whole game, right? But that's almost the whole game. That might be the whole game before it's unpacked, because it's about a 40 gig install. So 27 after it's done in downloading unpacks, it becomes 40. I did not delete anything. You guys saw the whole time. The game was just there trying to get an update. And now it's re-downloading the whole thing. Was it because we changed the Proton compatibility? I downloaded the game. You guys saw me at the end of last stream. I think Arc Raiders finished downloading last stream. I haven't touched this build since. And it was just right there. Look, I know what it may seem like, but I'm not trying to sabotage Linux, okay? I'm trying to make this work and be smooth. You cannot, like, plan this. There's no way that I could recreate what is happening right now if I tried. It does look like it's reinstalling the game, which doesn't look good for the Linux bros that say this just simply works and is way easier than Windows. I'm just saying, no one is safe from Jason's wrath. This honestly looks like something in the download messed up. Because I've seen that in Windows as well. Yeah, it might be. I'm just kind of playing up the. I'm just playing up the for dramatic effect. This could easily have happened in Windows too. But apparently we got some time to kill now. Okay, let's look at the what were those programs called again? Mango. Let's look at the Mango Juice and Goverlay. So in these settings to get the overlays, I mean, I think I had it. Oh my god, why is this visually so freaking ugly in terms of like the readability up here? Can you guys read these tabs? It's so bad. Yeah, I have things marked, preset full. Okay, I saved the full preset as well as in this one in Mango. Is this like a demo that we can see? I did enable everything, I think. Visual, let's see, test, sure, we'll put some text there. Horizontal HUD, nope, nothing changed. Is this just like a demo window so that we can see stuff pop up on the screen? You can, oh, do I have to have these options? You can also add this Mango HUD equals 1 game mode run. Oh, crap. I think, didn't we do that last time? I'm pretty sure we tried that with, where is it? Where is you? Horizon. Am I blind? Didn't we do this? No, we didn't. But am I supposed to expect something on this preview though? Or like do you have to do like, you know, special launch options in Steam to get it to ever appear? I'm just curious why this even popped up. And I'm assuming it's so that you can get a preview. There should be numbers. That's what I'm thinking too. Proton layers do not care about the file, just that there is a file to work with. Updating the kernel simultaneously probably doesn't help. Honestly, updating the kernel while downloading a game wouldn't do anything. It won't load a new kernel until a restart. Okay. And I don't think I updated any, like none of those updates were like kernel stuff, right? Okay, let me see. Hide HUD is shift. Okay, what? We're going to do like page up or hide HUD page down. Hello? Top center. Where's show HUD? This might be something where I actually have to, I might actually have to watch a video on this because kind of like Riva Tuner is not the easiest thing to set up as well. L Shift F1. It's not because there's two different programs, is there? What? And why did this just completely go? Here we go. Yeah, okay, I'm doing it. Left shift F1, nothing. F12? I mean, I could try that. Something does seem like, I'm pretty sure it's like a very, like, obvious thing for people who use these programs, but actually, no, man. I would say Riva Tuner is pretty dang easy to get to show on the screen. You just download Afterburner, and then you go, You do have to go into the settings to enable overlay specifically per parameter. So, but I mean, I went into each parameter that I want to see and I did enable them. It's just getting it to show. Full on. I don't know. Log keys. I don't want to log it. Visual. I'm in the visual tab. And there's nothing except for this hide hub that seems to be the answer. Sometimes things like what happened to you with the shortcut box means that app doesn't work well with your distro. Oh man. Mint seemed like kind of, from the sounds of it, it seemed like it would have been a pretty vanilla, works with a lot of stuff distro. Go to the Go Overlay window, select your Mango HUD options there. Okay, so I did do that. Visuals, orientation, share borders, got all that. We'll put in this top center middle. HUD toggle key, Shift R F12. So this was Shift R F12. So for the Go Overlay window, it's Shift R to toggle it. Anything else? Extras? Yeah, all these are checked off. Boop. We got a boop CPU and memory. Performance. Yeah, all these are checked on. What is this? Oh, wait. It's because of the freaking window. Okay, I mean, I don't know if this did anything. Can you guys even see? There's an on-off button down here. What is this? Why is it cut off? Mango HUD will be activated in every application using FGMod. Not sure what that means. But here, can we run these? I'm trying everything, guys. The white window is another thing, and the cube is for Go Overlay. Okay, try to restart the program. VQ, okay, it's running. Okay, I'm gonna restart the programs. I'm sure this will eventually work. But we are running out of time. Because I went down the rabbit hole chasing a little kid who said he got a good deal on a computer. I like to call people out on their stuff because people are too used to just lying on the internet. You got to put them in their place sometimes. Where did you go? Nope, that's not it. What the heck? Did you just like... Is it already open down here somewhere? I don't see it. Printers, notifications, notes, systems up to date. What am I missing? What is going on? Oh, it's just taking forever. Yeah, and we got unable to create something distro. Press OK to ignore and risk data corruption. Press abort to kill program. What just happened? What did I do? What did I just do wrong? It did open, but it gave a pretty ominous message there. Kill the process. Oh, no. Okay, everything's slowly popping up. Let me try right shift F12. No, nothing. Color theme. We'll go mango stock HUD. Orange. Still nothing. That's it. He deleted the whole thing accidentally. No way, Jose. You guys are seeing everything. I don't have a secondary monitor. I'm not doing some weird sketchy stuff on the side. You said kill the process? What is the... Hey, wait. Did control delete work? I forgot. Control delete isn't a thing in here, right? Where is the equivalent of the... It's not system settings. Is this computer just like crapping on itself trying to install Arc Raiders? Is that what's going on? Uh-oh. It just froze. I didn't think I was doing that difficult of stuff. On a, how many threads does the CPU have? Try restarting the computer. Oh, there we go. Cancel. Okay. What would I have to restart the computer for? Because this Goverlay stuff is independent of Steam. Which, how is this going? It's finalizing. Let me finalize this and then I'll restart it. I'm trying to do what you did and it's not working. Oh, you're trying the exact same thing on some distro in Linux? So, Adinator is also trying it, it sounds like, and it's not working. I mean, yeah, we might have to follow a step-by-step guide to make this work because I think these programs aren't the friendliest, user friendliest. So I will restart, though it doesn't seem like, I don't think that's the issue at all. Law Linux, baby. I'm trying to do what you did and hide the numbers and it's not hiding them. Oh, you're having the opposite problem. The numbers are there and it won't let you hide them. Why would my numbers not show up by default? I didn't do anything that was like painstakingly obvious. Shut the numbers off. You know what I'm saying? You guys have seen me this entire time. Most of you have. Some people might not have like made both streams, but yeah. This does not bode well. You're using a, yes, they're both SATA SSDs. The one with the boot drive as well as the Steam Libraries one. Also, why would that matter? Okay, come on, Goverlay, do your thing. Passcube was not located using bcube. Okay, but I still have something on the screen. Full cust, like what's going on? So you're saying right shift F12, which is what the options told you to do. Anyways. Oh, here it is. Right shift F12. What are you doing, man? Shift right F12. Save. Come on. I got some faith in you. No, nothing. I've enabled the HUD toggle key. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? We just did and it didn't work. Is this program a flat pack? I don't even know what that means. Or from the Mint repo. Where did we get this thing? Did we sudo this? How can I tell? Where can I go to look at that? No, Goverlay. That was from the little store. Software manager. I'm pretty sure we got Goverlay from here. Yes, it's right. Oh, is this what you mean by flat pack? Because it's from Flat Hub? Yes, it is from here. Sorry, I'm still not used to the lingo yet. Yeah, I installed it directly from here. Maybe it will work when we do it with the launcher options in Steam. Let's see if we can get that. If Steam will open up. Can I X this out? I'm not going to X it out just in case. Just in case someone's going to be like, you closed it out. We will leave it wide open, actually. Where are you, Arc Raiders? There we go. Okay. Arc Raiders. Over under on if this works. It should work, right? We got the Proton compatibilities installed and everything. It should work. It even said it's platinum on ProtonDB. What did you just do? You see how fast that happened? I prefer using AMD software Adrenaline Overlay. Do they have that on Linux? I'm not sure if Adrenaline... let me see, Adrenaline. Yeah, I don't think that works the same over on Linux. But I might be wrong. I was told that you don't have to install graphics drivers with Linux. It will be a part of like the distro or whatever the heck. I forgot who said that last time, but like I was told it will just have the latest driver versions ready for you. So that's why we didn't go to the website on the browser to get the drivers, remember? There is on the AMD site, but I was told not to get the drivers from there. Processing shaders. Oh, this isn't taking that long. Wait, someone said something about the Vulkan shaders earlier. You said to, like, not do it? How long is it going to take? I might actually just skip it. Because we actually did this last time. I did. Wait, did I not install the Steamworks redistributable? I could have sworn I did. Oh, man. I'm going to cancel this. Cancel. Steamworks redistributable. Yeah, I mean, is there a different one that's not this? I did make sure to get it. It completed right here. And here's Arc Raiders. We're going to try to play it again. I thought someone said if I got that, I wouldn't have to compile shaders. We're just going to skip that. We didn't do the launch options. Oh my god. I'm just going to see if it works with Goverlay being opened before doing the Steam launch options. I recommend installing the redistributable next time. Did I not just show on the screen? That's what I did. Install them through Steamworks. I think you might have actually forgot to do that. I got people telling me I can skip. People told me not to skip. I'm trying to get in. This is the Steam overlay. So this does not count. This is not what we want to be seeing. This is yeah. Neil said we could skip it, but then Space Dog says, wait, don't skip it. And it's still preloading shaders down here. You guys can't really see it, but down here it's preloading shaders. But hey, we're in the game. I agree to the terms of services. Maybe, oh man, if I was a betting man and we just bet on each of these guesses, you're right, Magnus. I think there is a chance that the Steam overlay is messing with it. Though I think it's very highly unlikely. All right, we're gonna go disable this thing. Where is this again? Is it accessibility? No. Interface. Wait. Where was that? I am so blind because I swear there should be something that just says account friendly security notification store, libraries, downloads, compatibility, accessibility, controller, game recording. How did I find this thing last time? No, I will find it. I'm not going to read the chat. Interface. Was it? Hardware decoding, GPU accelerating, big picture mode. Is it not in settings? View, library, in game, view, wait. In games, big picture mode, games. My guy. In game. Ah, there it is. It is in game. Jeez, my goodness. That took way too long. Okay, we should be good there. I swear when I set up Steam on Mint, it was easier than this. No, I mean, we're trying to do something else now. All right, what's that mango? Sorry, I'm gonna have to go to Google for this. We're gonna skip that again. We're gonna go to the go relay launch commands. That's what it is in Steam. Go away, Mango HUD. Here, this is what we need. Because this is not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work because Apparently we need launch commands for everything. I don't think the launch commands are going to work though. If we didn't get an overlay with the spinning cube, which is like a program or like a thing that is a part of GoOverlay, why would it work on this? Like I'm gonna try it just because, you know, we're gonna figure it out one way or another. All these mango and huts is scaring me. I don't think Steam Overlay has anything to do with. Yeah, I don't think so either. But you know, when people recommend or suggest it, I will do it just so that we could cross that off the list. I was gonna put Linux on a very old laptop and hook it up to my TV, but then I thought of an old Fire Stick. Why would I give myself homework to do? But then I thought I have an old Fire. Okay, homework is only if you find homework to be fun. This is fun on stream. Off of stream, I would be like, dude, I got so much. It worked. It actually worked. It actually worked. I am so surprised because the freaking cube didn't even work. Where's the cube, boy? Anybody get that reference? This thing, I thought this was like a preview window so you could configure this. It worked. Okay. I'm still very surprised. That is a genuine reaction. Many a times when you are troubleshooting or working things out like this, the most obvious answers do not work. And it's always some stupid little things you got to do. But this actually worked. Can I change things on the fly? Let me see. All right. The only bad thing about it is that I probably can't configure it like with Riva Tuner to make it look super nice like how I do in my new videos. Because this is very basic Riva Tuner layout. But I like messing around with it more and making it look a little nicer. But okay, we do not need every individual core and thread. Main metrics, CPU, main metrics, core load, boom. Core frequency, core type. We don't need any of those. Did that update? Save. Boom, there we go. Now we have more space to work with. Now, oh no. Uh-oh. It did not like that. It's crashing out. I think Steam app this. I think that's Arc Raiders. I got it to crash messing with overlay settings in game. Is PC building dead? Nah, it's still alive. It's just a bit more expensive, but not dead by any means. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll put it to the side. That's what I'll do. I'll leave those on because that did look like a bunch of information was missing. I won't put it in the center. We'll put it on the side. And then yeah, we'll go with that. All right. Let's go into Arc Raiders and see what we get. The performance is gonna be bad because I do not want to wait for these shaders. We are already 13 minutes past 7 p.m. It is again bath night. I am starving, but we got the overlay to work. Apologies, I didn't start on the Linux stuff until later today. We just had some business to take care of. But you know what? This was the main thing I said from last stream that I wanted to do, and we've done it. Have we mastered Linux? I've done everything, right? Can we move on to Arch Linux now for next stream? Should that be... Hey, you're not doing the thing I told you to do. What's going on? I didn't save? Is that... There it is. Okay. Don't crash. Do not crash. But we've got something. Yeah, I know. I didn't click save or apply. There is a setting to preload shaders in Steam settings. Where is that? I need to actually enable that. Can you do this for all games? Is it in preferences? Joe P, where can I find this? Because that is something that I desperately need to do. Because in benchmarking, I swear shader compilation is the most annoying thing ever. When you're swapping out graphics cards and they have to recompile. Download shader updates, pre-installed game. Allow throttle, display, clear download cache. Shader pre-caching is, I'm guessing, is this one right here. Shader pre-caching allows Steam to download pre-compiled GPU shaders matching your system configurations. This allows okay. Allow background processing of it. I mean, I selected, so let's select these two options. Why do I still feel like in a lot of games it's gonna want to compile them, even though I did that? Like, look, I'm going to. I know it's because we're testing here. I know we're closing out of the game a bunch of times. I closed out of the game completely. Do your thing. Start pre-caching the shaders. Enable auto updates as well. Limit down schedule auto allow. Okay, wait, where's the auto updates? Schedule auto updates? Is that the enabling auto updates? Nope, that's with the time. Where's the enabling it? Is there an enable auto updates thing? I don't want to do the schedule because now I got to set a schedule and it's not going to be able to restrict updates between. Oh, you're saying to close Steam. Okay, I'll do that. I will do that, and then once I open it up, it should start come on. Steam is officially closed. Can I not minimize this? Wow, there's no way to minimize Goverlay? Can I close this? Yeah, there's no way to minimize it. I mean, I guess I could just leave it there. It's not the end of the world, but when updates happen, they sometimes reload shaders. Well, let's see if it does anything. With you guys were saying the redistributable should grab shaders, right? Earlier. What's going on? No updates. Is Linux better to game on? I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. Okay, so we've seen there's nothing. It's going to want to do the shaders again, probably. You do not need to. Okay, so I can close this. I'm going to close it. That's crazy that it doesn't allow it. You could just move into another workspace, though. I don't think I've set up other workspaces yet. I still wait. Really? We played games last time. We played God of War. We played for Horizon Forbidden West. You must not have been here last time. Is swapping graphics card easy? Like from a 2070 Super to 3060? Very easy. Very, very easy. If you just watch a video on it if you feel that uncomfortable, but it's exactly as you imagine. Remove the screws holding on the bracket to the case. Press the little button to release it from the PCI Express slot, and then remove the power connectors. Well, remove the power connectors first, then do what I just said. But yeah, it's very easy. Just make sure the PC is off. Obviously, ground yourself so when you're inside your computer, you're not static shocking everything. Okay, we're gonna play something. We are going to play the new map that I recently learned about, Blue Gate, because it is beautiful. We're gonna do a free loadout. I have no audio right now. I have no audio, so I am at a disadvantage in this game. Oh, I didn't even look at the settings. We can set that in game. It doesn't require a restart, so we can set that in game. Where are we at right now? FPS, 60 FPS. CPU running at like 60% load. RAM is at 6.7 gigs. RX 580 is running at 100% load at 54 degrees. Not bad. CPU is running at 50 degrees. Oh God, please don't crash. Something's happening. Everything stopped moving. Okay, no, it's good. It's good. We're good. Funny that, yeah, I mean, you don't have to ground yourself. You could, I mean, Jay's 2 Cents and Electro Boom and Linus Tech Tips and stuff has made videos where they purposefully shock. Wow, 91, 93 FPS? What settings are we at? Okay, now let's see if this works. Nope. Wait. Nope. Oh, yeah, it does. Sweet. So the overlay hiding thing worked. So it was just the Mango Hub launch options. All right, where are we playing at right now? We are going to play at, you know what? We're going to use FSR. And you know, let's see if we can swing quality. And then I'm guessing we have to play at low settings, but if we're hitting more than 60 FPS, we might be able to bump it up some. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're like at, we did, you guys saw that little stutter, huh? Anytime that graph has a noticeable spike, there's little micro spikes, but that's fine. All right, we can up the settings. We can up it to, so we're on quality, which is, I think, fine. FSR quality is not bad. Can we swing medium settings? Look at all the rocks in the ground texture just changed right there. And now we're still above 60 FPS. I can't hear anything, so hopefully people don't kill me. Let's run towards the action. There's some action down there. I see some people. Hopefully that's a friendly. This is a single player lobby, and I am a noob, very low rank. So hopefully people are friendly. Let's see if I could not harass this guy, but like annoy him and see if he'll kill me. We just got a stutter right there. I need to enable benchmarking to see. Did he run in here? Wait, someone's shooting from there. Oh no. Ah, it's the arcs. Let me run inside. Let's see what the FPS inside is. 80. Is sound working in game? Kind of hard to say because I'm going through a capture card. I don't hear any sound right now. Let me see if my monitor. Give me 1 second. Maybe I have my monitor muted. Oh, mute is on. All right, I'm turning up my volume. I don't know if the capture card is. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh, I get audio. I don't know. You guys probably aren't getting audio though. Yeah, it doesn't look like you guys are. Let me see if I can get audio to you guys. Give me 1 second. Properties, audio. Capture audio, output audio. Does this work? I don't think it's gonna work. Capture cards are pretty finicky when it comes to that. Okay. Properties. Use custom audio device? No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, wait. Is that it? No, I'm not seeing anything move. No, you might be hearing sound through my mic picking it up from the monitor, but I want the signal to come through the capture card itself. Yeah, audio settings for capture cards I've always found to be annoying AF. Audio output mode. How about this one? Anything? Yeah. I can hear it, but you guys aren't going to be able to. You're definitely, if you guys heard it, it would be very clear because it would be coming through the speakers like directly. You're hearing it through my mic right now. So, oh, okay, I'm on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Oh no. Wait, please. Let's see if I can extract with something. The RX 580 is indeed working hard. But hey, look at this. We're talking about, when did this game come out? It was 2025, right? It wasn't 2026. Oh, hello. What is this thing? I've not put many hours into Arc Raider, so I'm not aware of what each thing is called. Is this a friendly? It's probably not. He's gonna kill me, yep. Oh, why would it be a friendly? It's an Arc. It just looks so big and cute. Okay. That performance, I mean, Windows performance is probably also pretty good too. But above average 60 FPS at FSR, sure, but quality, the highest FSR setting, and medium, that's not bad. Nice to see one of my cars doing fine on the game. The performance of an RX 580 is great optimization. Law, not a bastion. No, it was not. Okay, let's surrender. Let me see. Can we bring up Goverlay again? How do I open it? Do I just have to go to here and do Goverlay? Nope. Oh, there it is. Now it got me 2 cubes. So we should be able to change it and hopefully it doesn't crash again. Where's the method? Wait. What does this say? Oh my god. You guys are seeing this, right? How unreadable this tab is when it's selected. And even these ones. Okay, let's see. FPS limit. Oh, 1% lows, 0.1% low. Okay, yep, we have that. Method. Late versus early. I'm not aware what that is. Limit toggle key. Yeah, but how do I trigger the benchmark? There's got to be a hotkey for it. Uh-oh. Nope. Logging. Shift LF2. Let me see. Shift LF2. No, it's just logging it, but it's not running the benchmark. It says Shift LF2 for my default right here, but that was not the running average and 1% low measurement. Yeah, what the? So that's, I mean, because, with Riva Tuner, you could view actively what the 1% low is for the duration that you're running it. For this one, can you only get it while logging? And then you have to check it after the fact? Here, let's try. So we're going to log. We're just going to do, what is it, F2? L shift F2. So you see this little red dot up here, the record symbol. So it's going to log and do its thing. Yeah, there's no 1% low data. So now we're going to stop the logging. And then there's a file here. Yeah, finishing up. Do I want one of them? Oh, sure. Who is that? Lexi? Lexi! Hiya! Hi. Oh, you're so happy. Why are you so happy? Hi. Hi. Okay. She just finished eating. Okay, I won't take her to the roller coaster. Okay. I think I'm going to have to look into this because there's nothing OptiScaler next. That's what we were talking about previously, right? With being able to change the scaling without messing up the resolution in game. Yeah, it looks like yeah, I'm so used to Riva Tuner, so kind of like how Windows to Linux, you have to retrain your mind and how things work. I'm used to where everything is in Riva Tuner and MSI Afterburner. That's for me here. I'm looking for certain keywords that I'm not seeing. Like I'm looking for like a benchmark mode. So logging toggle key. Yeah, see duration, auto start, interval. Okay. Yeah, so and again, this tool might be limited in that, but okay. Let's see. I'm going to close out of this. I would say though, we got that working in a pretty decent amount of time, given that again, this is the first time I was playing around with settings, looking at it. I am surprised of the Steam launch options though. Hi love, how you doing? So yeah, we are 30 minutes past 7 p.m. The girls need a bath soon. It is bath night, and then I gotta eat. So I'm gonna hang out for the next like 5 to 10 minutes with Lexi, who you guys actually have not seen for a while because it just worked out that Mia has been awake for the previous streams that I had one of the babies here. But yep, that is where we're at. So next week, do we install Catchy? What's wrong, love? Do we install Catchy? Or do we play with like people wanted to like do Bazite? So a number of people recommended Zorin. Okay, we go tracking. This is my favorite thing to do with this chair. With this chair because it leans back all the way. Let's see if it tracks her that well. Hey, does it track her that well? Okay, yep. I just lean back and just sit here and chill. Sometimes take a nap. Say hi. Do not eat my strings, love. Do not eat the strings. Is it on her? Let me see. It is on her. No, it's on both of us somehow. Yeah. Girl, your belly is showing. Catchy for the win. Happy Lunar New Year, Nobe from a Chinese guy. Happy Lunar New Year. Catchy for the win. What up, Birdcage? Oh, hi, baby. She's a doll. You have Alexi as well? Spelled just like that? And Lexi is not short for like Alexis or anything. We just went with Lexi. Just that's her birth name. So it's not a short nickname or anything. Okay. You ready? Is the camera gonna follow you? Huh. Is it following? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Mama said you just ate, so we gotta be a little careful. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What do you want to do? You want to touch the keyboard? Install Bazite. Catchy, of course, Bazite has a lot of constraints. See, I think either would be good. Maybe we vote right now. We vote right now, actually. Yes, love. Okay, I gotta type. You hang out real quick right here. Oh, check out. Oh, is this gonna fall over here? Check out this cool play area I have for the girls from when I'm down here working on videos and stuff. Follow me down here. We have a whole playpen with these gates. Come on. Follow me inside, camera. Follow me inside. We have a oh, the mic is in the way. Hello. But yeah, so we got a whole pen down here for them because I can't be having them get into all the stuff I have down here. It is dangerous. But I'm not gonna trap you in the pen right now. Oh, camera, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yours is an Alexis, but she's always gone by Lexi. Okay, we're gonna vote right now, guys. This is an important vote. Which distro do we try next on stream? So Bazite and Catchy. I mean, when it comes to Arch, I think people have been recommending specifically Catchy in the chat, unless I'm missing a different one. But today alone we've seen multiple recommendations. Yeah? What's up? Hey, you just ate? You a happy camper? You a happy? Yeah. Okay, we are gonna vote. Lexi should pick. How? No. Her random picking. Okay. Okay, I know Mama said you just ate, but you're so cute when you smile. So we're gonna do a little bit of Six Flags rides, okay? Woo, woo, woo! Look at that smile. Woo! They love this, and they love flying. They love flying. Yeah, we fly. We fly right into the camera and into the viewers. Woo! Woo! Oh, the light's blinding you. I'm sorry, love. Woo! Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Okay, don't throw up everywhere. I know you just ate. You just ate. You just ate. It's like going to Six Flags, having a big hot dog, and then going on Superman the Escape. You don't do that. If Lexi can install Catchy, that's the ultimate proof. Linux is easy. That is true. That is true. Catchy is more advanced. You may not immediately understand some of the language used in the setup, etc., but super powerful / fast. Love, what are you trying to reach for? Those are not things to play with. Here, you can stand. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Here, we hang out right here. People are voting for Catchy over Bazite by a decent amount. Food just arrived. Thanks for streaming. Yep, for sure. Have a good one, Ken. What are you doing with your face? I know. Catchy based on Arch is more dangerous, I believe, than Fedora based Bazite. What? This is just a. I don't know if this poll is gonna stick. Would Bazite be the next, like, more reasonable jump in terms of like distros to mess around with? And then, like, in the order of most easy to difficult, is Bazite next? What's up? She's crying. She crying too? You crying too? Come here. Go, Papa. Okay. Wait, you want this way? Yeah. Okay, we got the whole gangs here, y'all. The whole gangs here. Both are good, to be honest. Okay. Hi. What are you crying for, huh? You just eat food and you get people to change your diaper, wipe your butt for you? What is there to cry about? I would not be crying if I was in that position. I don't think, anyways. I probably was crying when I was their age. But, Bazite is difficult to break, yes, but it's also much harder to do many simple things. We got a 50-50 Bazite Catchy. Never heard of these distros before. Only ever dabbled in Ubuntu. Okay. Bazite being immutable, it helps keep newbies from messing up the system. Well, the thing is, can I really mess up the system that much if I'm only messing around with it on stream and with the overwatch of you guys? Like, you guys will see exactly what I'm doing. And unless there's like a way to just delete something important with no confirmation message. Okay, love. Come here. Okay. Yeah. Doom, doom, doom. Are you getting antsy? You ready for shower? Or bath, rather? Okay. Do you want to go in the pen? Oh my goodness. I'm losing control. Come on. Girl. Come here. Alright. I'll hold you like that. I disagree. Bazite is difficult on simple things. Being immutable also means you can't do things like have a hard drive mount automatically, since it will all change back after an update. Bye-bye, Lexi. Okay, we got Mia now. Where's that face? You literally need to set up a distro box of Ostri to get a functional web browser other than Firefox. She is a fighter. This one also can sometimes be a fighter. All right, how about you? Yeah, yeah. Wee. Woo. We Superman. We Superman. We Supergirl. We Supergirl. Yeah. Yeah. Your giggles are so cute. Oh, can we do happy and you know it? Clap your hand. Nope, you're fighting too. Look at her. She's fighting. Yeah, my mistake. I misread Catchy being immutable. Okay. Well, I can't believe I'm recommending this. I recommend you stay to Mint. Birdcage recommends staying on Mint. Well, no, I think the point of it is to kind of try other distros as well. But like, if next stream, if we don't try a new one or a different one, what else in Mint is there to do that's different? I'm sure I could spend a bunch of time with overlays, but that gets kind of boring, right? Oh, I guess I could try to see if Premiere works, like Premiere Pro, Photoshop. And someone said World of Warcraft on any Linux. But like, what other fun things to attempt could I do? I'm waiting for Danny to try Slackware, then he'll know pain. Do both. Do Bazai first, then try Catchy. The only thing is, like, I can't do both and do anything meaningful in a stream. So we kind of have to pick one, and we can always do the other one later. But like, in terms of the order of things to do it in, which one makes more sense? Should we progress slowly to Catchy because it's a little bit more difficult? Whoa, what was that? What was that? Mia is the yeller. She screams randomly for no reason. But she's probably screaming right now because she's bored. Here. How's this? How's this? We dance? Huh? We dance? You like that or no? Distro hopping when it's really fun. If not Mint, I recommend Pop. Yeah, someone said Pop before too. Honestly, if you want to try solid pre-built ArchOS, give Endeavor. Endeavor is super solid and easy to use. But didn't someone just say Catchy is pretty easy to use earlier? Or did I misinterpret that? How do we tell them apart? Mia's a little bit, she has less fat on her face. And she only has one tooth, whereas Lexi has two teeth right now. But yeah, the face chubs is how we tell them apart. Yeah, Mia's a little bit slimmer. Though it always surprises me when people tell me that they can't tell them apart. But obviously, like, because people don't see them every day like we do. So for us, it's pretty easy. I'm just a Mint guy. Would love to go something like Debian or Fedora when I get better. Try FreeBSD. FreeBSD. What is that? FreeBSD project is an operating system used to power modern servers, desktops, and embedded platforms. Okay, there's a little devil guy. The logo is the devil. Wait, what is this? Unix-like BSD. Latest release 2 months ago. The version 15.0 December. Delivering a kernel device driver use. As opposed to Linux only delivering a kernel and drivers. Wait. Kernel device drivers, userland, utilities, and documentation. FreeBSD guy is trolling. Wait. What is trolling about it? Because I'm not aware of these different OSs. Or is FreeBSD like really archaic? Because that's what it looks like. But like, is the modern version also still archaic and like not usable to a modern standard? is as raw as it gets. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. It just looks like terminal and command lines in the wiki page. I wouldn't install Catchy on a laptop for my mom. Anyone who's installed Windows already and maybe understands what the terminal will will do fine on Catchy. Okay. Catchy and Endeavor are really similar, but Catchy is more tuned by the devs. Endeavor is basically pre-configured Arch. Have you tried having multiple drives installed to one machine on Linux? Yes, that Birdcage. Did you miss that last time? We installed a new drive so that we could have more space for games, unless you're talking about something else. Multiple drives installed to one machine. We do have 2 drives in there to add extra storage. That's what we did. That way you don't have to wait for dangerously slow installs from the internet and you can just, oh, you mean like from my main system or like having an external hard drive? No, moving forward, what I think I'm going to do is I will pre-install games instead of installing them during stream so that if anything, they might have to update, which will happen anyways if you bring a external drive or a different drive over. So yeah. You can use FreeBSD from a thumb drive if you want. There's a version according to YouTuber called Explaining Computers. Yeah, looking at what it looks like, it's looking like that. I mean, you could run Linux from that, which looks way more advanced. But okay, 7:46. It is time for bath, which this girl fights every minute of it. She is so difficult. So opposite of what she's being like right now. So there should be a video this weekend about my system update, as well as a YouTube short. And then, as always, we will have a stream next week where what is the results of the poll? What is this looking like? Bazite got a 62% of the votes. So let me copy and paste this. Let me copy and paste this into the chat or into the Discord server. Boom. Okay, so we go Bazite next time. If we don't do like the Adobe and World of Warcraft stuff. I'm down to hop around to a second one and maybe we could install different games on Bazite. Oh, quick question. Since we have a secondary drive for games that I installed a couple of new games on, can I just point, once I install Bazite, use that same drive because it's all Linux anyways? Or does like kernel differences matter at all? Like once I have Bazite, can I just use that same secondary drive and start running games pretty much once I install Steam, of course, and like detect the location and all that? Yes, I should be able to do that. Okay, that should be interesting to try. So yeah, I think we will try that next time. We'll do Bazite and then continue our Linux journey because we can still do a lot of stuff on a different distro that would be similar to doing it on Mint, right? So yeah. Should be perfect, perfectly safe, and not dangerous at all. Okay. Doesn't matter because you formatted X4. Okay, got it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for a fun stream. I appreciate it. Pretty successful stream. A lot of people tuned in. So hopefully see you all next time. Have a good rest of the week and a good weekend coming up. Say bye-bye, Mia. Say bye-bye. See you guys.